All right, so let's get this activation going here. Mobility section going here. Let's get ourselves into that 90-90, the classic 90-90 here. So that 90-90 front hip going over, reaching, stretching, and then propping up, pushing the hips forward. Slowly drop back down, no hands, switch to the opposite side. Let's go for 4 per side today. Stretch, put the hips forward, keeping the bracing on the core, rotate to the other side. I posted something last week, I know I mentioned it already. There's a clip online, keep that core contracted, come back down, that talks about core contraction. So if you want to visit that core contraction episode, take a look at just what I posted and understanding how to brace properly from the hip so that you don't get any low back movement. I highly advise you do that, especially if we've never really worked together one-on-one very much, or if it's been a while and you want to see what I'm talking about when it comes to core contraction. I'm very nitpicky about that stuff because I think it really requires a certain amount of control and proper positioning and proper tension to get that right muscle to fire, or else you end up just strengthening and bracing with the low back and your front, that kind of like six pack, which is not really going to do much for stability. It looks really good, but it stabilizes very little in terms of adjusting pressure. So, okay, that was done. Let's get the anterior hip. Let's get the hip flexor stretch here. We're going to slide through, get into a kneeling position, hands down on the ground, bracing the core. We're sliding in and then reaching up, and coming back down, sliding back. If you feel like you can go all the way down to here, it's because you're not bracing. If you brace, you're gonna get stuck here. It's really hard to really extend while staying in a nice brace neutral spine position, okay? Let's go 5 more. Sliding in. You notice that as I reach out, relax, brace, set back in reach, coming back down and making sure that I'm getting a nice contraction. I'm extending here. As I mentioned before, mobility is about controlling, not so much about the movement, not so much about the range. It's the control over that range. If you can control that range, then you've got proper mobility. If you can't control over that range, you're just adding high-risk distance on your body, big time areas where you can start hurting yourself. So let's get this back a bit so you guys can see it a bit better. But you're gonna get down on the ground, we're gonna do a dead bug. So both legs up, knees in line with your shoulders. Knees in line with your hips. What you're gonna do is, hands are gonna come up above you. You're gonna reach one hand, one foot down. As I reach, this foot is coming in line with my body, at the center of my body. I'm bracing, coming back up. My low back doesn't change. So nothing changes in my low back. I'm slowly coming down. I'm coming back up. We're gonna go for 5 on each side of these. I'm gonna go a little bit slower so you guys can catch up. And we're keeping it nice and steady the whole way. Just working on resetting that posture right before we get into this one. The reason why I want to spend a little bit more time warming up today is because today's workout is just gonna be a little bit more brutal than the last couple. We want to make sure that we get ourselves in the right position, get ourselves going on the right path before we take off and get this like aggressive workout going. Oh, I think it's aggressive. I mean, I thought last month it was pretty brutal. Okay, next thing, staying on your back. One leg comes up, hands beside you, pressing into the thigh. So you push back with your knee, push forward with your hand, drive up like that, hold it, brace it. Okay, we're gonna go for a 10-second hold here, making sure that you're not too low, you're not overextending, you're in a nice position where your body's getting a nice straight line from here. We're dropping down, and let's get 5 reps here, nice and smooth, nice and slow. Pressing up, keeping that core contracted, keeping your head back. Next one, switch sides here. Bracing, hand comes beside us, gives us a little bit of stability. Driving in, nice little, roughly 10-second hold. And then we're going down. let's get that mat put away. As we go through the workout, every single set, I'm gonna have to show you guys some exercises to fill them in. So you guys are just I'm gonna tell you what you guys need. Just take a look at what I'm doing. And then once we get through everything, you'll be fine. On the back end of it, we'll be able to fly through it. So let's go with a nice crab walk. So here, weight distributed backwards, toes going into the ground, nice high arch. We're taking a step out, bringing it back in. Coming up, going a couple of steps out. Let's go for about 10. We're gonna go about 10 steps one way, more or less. I'm getting to my limit range here and they're coming in. Small steps, it's not big ones, not bringing the feet back together. Keep the feet separated the whole time. That's gonna allow us to get pressure on the back here. Keep the big toe down. Really trying to work on maintaining the arch. Trying to keep a nice stable posture as I go through. Okay, good. Let's get this off. Okay, so what you'll need, elastic. You'll need the ball. If you don't have a ball, roller. If you don't have a roller, I don't know. I'm surprised you don't have a roller right now. You should. But if you don't have a roller, you can let me know. We'll try to organize a way for you guys to get one. If you don't have a stability ball, what you can do is get little pads like this, or if you have like a wood floor, ceramic floor, a good floor that slides, you can use a towel. So I'm gonna bring those in there because we're gonna use some stuff, some little pieces of equipment. If you have weights, today's the day we can start incorporating some weights. Don't go crazy heavy. It's gonna be tough. There's gonna be a lot of volume, a lot of kind of bracing and holding and basically stabilizing in certain areas, so we don't want to go too heavy. Okay, so as I mentioned, the first set we're doing is 3 exercises quickly. We're doing a first little tricep. Second set, we're going to do 2 triceps. We're going to do the first one, and then we're going to repeat the first one, add a second one in. Third one, we're adding a third one in. Fourth one, adding a fourth one. Fifth one, adding a fifth one. And then on the 6th set, we're going to be taking off the first one. So it's going to be the second to the 5th, and so on and so forth until we're done. Again, a lot of what we've been doing so far, bringing it all together now for this last little aggressive leg circuit. Next week, we're starting in a little bit heavier stuff, okay? So, I'm gonna disconnect the headphones here. We're gonna go to the computer so you guys don't hear me panting like a fool. And then I'm gonna run through the first set, and we're gonna go through it, right? So take about a minute, grab some water, grab a towel, grab whatever you need, get ready to go, so we can get this thing going, right? You guys should still hear me. Perfect. I'm gonna mute it for about 40 seconds here until we get all set up, all right? Again, if you guys want to put on some music, kind of mute me off in the background and just follow along the workout. You guys can definitely just do that. Just kind of watch me as we go through it, kind of so we can keep up with everybody. I'm going to throw on some music in the background too. Keep it a little bit quieter. So, shoes are off, socks are off. If you haven't taken them off, take them off. Make sure we're either barefoot or you have your shoes on. I prefer barefoot so you get the toe in. First exercise here. Really simple stuff. Single leg squat hold. no elastic. You're gonna go to a skater jump and then 3-point plank. So first exercise is right here, standing up, dropping down. We're gonna be holding for 5 seconds, going through 10 reps. 5 seconds, 10 reps. Okay, 5 second hold, 10 reps, 5 second hold, 10 reps. We're doing skater jumps. Laterally, here, load, jump, land. Stick your landing, so try to avoid that hopping. And then we're gonna take off, land back on the other side. So it's gonna be 5 one way, 5 the other way. And finally, 3-point plank. We're gonna go for 10 per side here. So raise up, and then switch sides, 10 per side. Okay, so that's gonna be the first set. 1 minute break between each set. Progressively gonna get harder. I have a feeling I'm gonna need the AC today. I know it's crazy cold outside, but I feel like I'm gonna need it, so get this thing going. Okay, let's get that first one going. All right, 5 seconds here, and let's get it going here. If you wanna add some weight would be perfect right here. I'm gonna take it easy on the first. I'm gonna inch up into this one. That's 5 seconds. Now we're going. What I'm looking for from the side is nice symmetry. I want my shin and my torso to follow a straight line as I'm doing it. If you feel like you're losing a bit of balance, back toe, just the tip of your big toe comes down. Give you some stability so that your knee doesn't cave in. Okay? So if you start doing this, here, put that back toe down, give you some stability. So from there, we're gonna hold, 5-second hold here. You wanna put your weight properly distributed. I'm gonna slowly start. Is that important for me? So drop, make sure, lost it. Oh, almost had it. Okay, next one here, skater jumps. We're going 5 per side. I'm like half counting these reps, so don't judge me. If I miss out, it's really hard to explain. And then 3-point plank for 10. Here we go. Last one here. All right, minute break, grab some water. All right, so second set. If you've got some weights, okay, single leg RDL, straight leg, back up. Okay, if you've got some weights, you can go with that. You don't have weights, you don't have elastics, you don't have anything. Mini band, opposite hand, stand on it. Here, drop down and pull back up. Okay, this won't snap. I'm 6'3". I really doubt anyone here is listening's clearing 6'4", so you should be more than fine. Second exercise, grab the elastic around your knee. You can bring your mat back down if you need to. You don't need it, but you can. Here, flat on the side, we're gonna bridge up. Separations here. But I want a straight line, come through the whole body. We're gonna do 10 of those. Just for everyone to make sure we keep it easy here. Certain exercises are gonna be 5, some are 10. It's either 5 or 10, there's no in-betweens, except for the side plank, which obviously as I open my mouth and say it, side plank's 20 seconds. So here, staggered stance, we're gonna open the side plank, 20 seconds on both sides. All right, let's go here. Single leg squat, 5 seconds, let's go. So making sure that when I'm doing it, I'm shifting my hip forward here. I'm not allowing myself to open up. If you see that back leg opens up, that's a clear indicator that your hip is pointing in a different direction. If you wanna go forward, you wanna skate forward, close that hip, make sure it's pointing straight in front of you. Anything shy of that is gonna be off to the side and knee caving in. Other side here. So you'll notice that if you're sitting down like this and it's nice and tight, you shut your hip, you're gonna start feeling that glute work. You'll feel that butt muscle work. If you feel like your knee's caving in, don't pay attention to where your knee is. Pay attention down south, right to your foot. Watch your foot. If your foot is caving in, if your arch is collapsing in, your knee's gonna be coming in. If your knee comes out, your arch is gonna be nice and high, okay? Second exercise here, skater jumps. It's probably a terrible place to place it. Remember, if you're blowing past me, you're going way too fast. I need to set a solid pace here for us today. So if you're going past me, doing the exercises, doing each of those sets way too fast. Each of those exercises way too fast. Unless I do the classic, completely forget an exercise. Okay, next set here, single leg deadlift, grab your weight or grab your elastic. I'll do it with the elastic this time so that those who are watching can see what it's like. Make sure we're on point with that. So I'm holding the elastic, opposite hand, and we're going for 10. Sides. It'd be really hilarious if this elastic snaps on me. I look like a complete idiot. It'd be awesome though. So here, same thing. I'm turning my hip down. I'm trying to bring my hip shut to this back corner. So my leg rises and I get a solid contraction. This is the important point here. Making sure that I get good hip stability out of the side. I don't want to be halving it. Get kind of poor reps in it. And I want to be able to dissociate. Get the elastic on. I want to be able to dissociate right leg, left leg. So I want to be able to separate the hip contractions. Not have one just flying up in the air. I'm going for 10 here. Switching sides. You can keep the elastic on, separate your feet. Let's go right up inside plank, 20 seconds. I'm watching the clock here. I'll probably cheat. For these exercises, don't worry about the speed. Don't worry about the speed. Focus on the contractions, slow movements. I know some of us are going to try to get that cardio, that constantly huffing and puffing. Don't bother. Switch sides. I think that was 20 seconds. I'm going to go more than 10. All right, let's go again. Very high chance that we're doing it. If you're going too fast, you're not getting the contraction, focusing on the cardio, you're wasting the workout. If you just focus on doing the reps, nice and easy, the consistent, relentless go is going to be just enough for you guys to really feel good. 1 minute rest. It's going to be enough for you guys to really feel this workout. You don't need to sprint through it. You got enough power, explosive exercise, we don't need it, okay? So the next one here, basically you'll need a couch or a bench. Get up to your couch or your bench here. What a place, put it back. You get your back on it here. What did I say here? 10%. Okay. You doing here? Just there, we're going up and down 10 times. Keep it a nice tight core. Second one is very simple. We're going up, and then you're going forward. Turn around, same thing, up, forward, okay? Just switching with that, and then roll out on the ball. This one here, what we're gonna do is, you're gonna roll out, hold for 10 seconds, come back in, 10 seconds, come back in, 10 seconds, come back in. If you can't do that, what we're gonna do is, if you don't have anything, sliders, or basically towel right underneath your feet, and you're gonna slide yourself back and forth. Again, too hard, go out into a long plank, stop. I'm gonna go for 10 seconds, hold a long plank. So long plank, this is a regular plank right here, right underneath long plank, further away. If you wanna try the long plank, go for it. It's a little more aggressive. So you're gonna need a little bit of space here, so make sure all your equipment's off to the side. Here we go. We're going here. 5 seconds. Give us a little bit more rest. We'll need it just in the beginning, especially when everything starts going here. And we're going. Once it gets going, you're gonna have wish you got that extra rest, because I feel like at the end this is just gonna be a bagger. Let's go here. Down. 5. Here we go. Okay, skater jumps here. Okay, 3-point play. Nice and easy here. Making sure I get a nice alignment in my head here the whole time, not looking down. I'm not looking up. I am occasionally make sure I'm still on camera, talk to you guys, but overall, trying to work on that nice alignment here. And you're trying to prevent that sway. So really brace that core. It's not about just doing the exercise and just kind of whatever. Really focus. Hold a nice core. Nice neck core the whole time. Last one here. All right. Second set, single leg deadlift. I'm gonna go with the dumbbells this time. Bring yourself up, and let's go. Last one here, 10. Side plank with the elastic. I noticed this exercise, this workout's getting a little tougher when I suddenly stop talking. Whew. This one's almost like a break for me. When a side plank turns into a break, it's never a great sign. Sides. Remember, when we're done this one, stay down right into the side plank. Crossing the legs, crossing the legs. Let's go, holding it. Try to make sure we get that nice head alignment. Some of us, you're gonna wanna tilt your head up because you're gonna think that you're too far off to the side, or you're gonna drop your head down completely. Push away with your shoulder, draw the head back. If you're here and you draw the head back, you're gonna pinch. If you're here, draw the head back, you're gonna pinch. If you draw your head back, you're nice and comfortable, you're in the right position. Switch sides. I think we went 30 on that one. Got caught talking. That's okay. Got a little bit extra here. Same thing. Push your shoulder away, draw your head back, push your hip forward, you get that alignment that you're looking for. If you start doing the whole hip lift to get yourself into a side plank, you're gonna get this arc. We don't want that. We want stable posture. We want that foot staggered right in front. 5 seconds. Okay. Don't worry about that balance of that extra 10 seconds. Nothing really there, nothing there. Single leg hip drop, elastic off. Back on the couch. If you're on the couch, rest your head, rest your shoulders on the couch here. You guys have a box or a bench. You're good. Hands off to the side here. Leg comes up. We're going for 10. When you're doing this one, alignment. You want that knee
to be in line. We want both legs to be in line here. We're doing a running single leg press pattern. We want that alignment. I'll talk about this briefly at the end. When I talk about legs, I think some of us are just not quite grasping the whole alignment concept that I'm talking about. It's not about the knee crossing over. It's about just keeping everything tight and aligned. Second thing is, notice my back doesn't just arch in, okay? My upper back doesn't just stay on the bench. It rocks down with it. The whole body's moving through this. I'm not creating any break here at the core. Oh, jeez. Squat jump to long jump here. All right. It's 5 of each. That's 4. Here we go. Up. That's 5. Okay, last one here. We're doing, oh yeah. This one's gonna be brutal. This one's brutal. All right. Grab your ball, grab your pads, your towels, whatever you need here, and we're going. And back. And we go. And back. Last one here. We have to take a little break after. And down. Good. Rest that 1 minute. I'm going to show you guys the exercise after I need a break. Woo! And it's killer. Thirty seconds here. $15. $5. Back it in. Single leg squat hold. Here we go. Good. If you notice alignment here, what I'm talking about is the inside of my foot is in line with my nose, okay? That means that everything is following the tightest line possible. I'm not allowing my body to do this. I have to separate it to do this. This is no power. You can't generate power with this. Think about running like that. It's impossible. You want to run, you want to be fast, it's got to be tight, streamlined like a car. The only way we're going to get that is make sure that everything lines up nice and tight towards the center, not off to the side. Skater jumps here. Here you go. I don't know if I did one more. I think that was fine though. All right, 3-point plank. If you don't want to reach up in front of you, here, come across your shoulders. Same thing here, okay? I'm just giving my left shoulder a little bit of a break. The constant reaching is just a little bit of this constant thing is giving me a little bit of a pinch. So I'm taking it easy on that. Next one here, On the bench, back leg drops. Here, up. As you come down, drive that hip up. Really try to focus on pushing through. If this exercise is easy, put a weight right here. Put a dumbbell right on your hip. And increase the intensity of this exercise. Elastic around the knee, not a good idea. That won't do the same thing. It's not going to give you the same effect. Push sides, down, drive through. High jumps, long jumps. Okay? So up, forward. If you have knee pain, avoid this one. Okay? Make sure that when you land, you're landing wide. Okay? Don't land so narrow. Last one here. Up. Okay. Plank. Grab your ball, towels, sliders. If you got nothing, long plank. Here we go. This one's probably the most brutal one in the entire workout, I think. Back, out. Back. Oh. Last one. And back. Good. Okay. We got a fourth circuit here. Goblet squat with elastics. Grab your elastic around the knees. Grab a weight if you have one. If you don't, it's fine. We're gonna hold it knee separated. 10-second hold here at the bottom. Then we're going 10 reps. Let's go. Making sure that my knees don't buckle as I come up like that. Knees to the side the whole time. High arches, push that toe into the ground the whole time. In case you're getting a nice, stable press right through, okay? Same thing, keep the elastic, same thing. Keep the elastic. We did this on Saturday. Up, or separate. Going for 10 separations. I'm gonna give you guys an extra 15 seconds, assuming some of you might be behind, to rest, assess and catch up. Okay. Give you guys about a minute, 20 seconds. Let some of you guys catch up. Forty seconds. Okay, 5 seconds here. Where's the tail end of this? Let's go. 5-second hold down at the bottom. All right, let's go. You're going for depth. You really gotta go for depth on these ones. To get that work, you wanna get that nice control low down so that you can gain that stability. I even started putting my toe down just to give me a little bit more balance. My legs are starting to feel it a bit more. So I'm gonna support that. This is the last time we do this, so really make sure you're getting that depth. Try to really feel that leg. This is the last time we do this set circuit here, this little mini circuit. And then we're gonna remove it on the next one. Ooh, almost lost it. Hanging in there. Last one here. 10. Skater jumps. Okay. 3-point plank. Down in the push-up position. Here. Wide stance, close hands. If you want to make it harder, narrow up those feet. Try to get in tight on this set here. Challenge yourself a little bit. We're not doing this one again. Single leg deadlift, grab your weights. Good. Down. Side plank with the bands. Here, on the side, give up. Let's go for 10. What we're gonna do to make this more challenging, on the back side, when we're shrinking down, we're gonna go 30-second breaks. That's it. 30-second breaks the whole way. Nothing more than that. Okay? Flip to the other side here. Bend up, hip forward. Let's go. We're going to shorten down that rest time. Create more tax on our body. Create more workload, shorter period of times here. Make it a lot more challenging. Kind of an audible at the end. Shrink the length of this work just a little bit. I feel it's gonna drag on a little bit here. 20 seconds here. I'm even starting to pick up the pace as I transition between. Just try to keep up. We're going from here, back to the bench, single leg hip bridge for 10. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, down, elastic off. I'm gonna transition right to the other one here. Nine, 10. I'm listening to the softest music I've ever listened to in my life. I got it solo so you guys can barely hear it. 100% not motivated. We're going up and along. Okay, here we go. We're almost at half, guys. Hang in there. Almost at halfway. Actually, we are halfway. Almost. That was halfway there. I think there was more. I think it was 6. That's okay. Roll out. Ball roll out. Here's the brutal one. Let's get her going here, boys. Girls, let's get the shoulders on. Let's go. Back. Let's go. Back. Let's go. And good. Okay. Grab your elastic. Goblet squat. Hold it. Grab your elastic. Grab your weight. Here. Here we go. Down. Bigger separations here. Up. Let's go. We're going for 10. Knees are separating. Back is staying nice and stable. Pushing away with the shoulders. 3, 2, 1. And we'll forget measure. Okay. Next set. Next circuit here. It says 1 1/4. It's a little complicated, so we're gonna cut that out for speed process. We'll throw it in next week when we go a little bit more aggressive. Grab yourself like a little stool. Drop it down. If you don't have something smaller, bench. Not a fan of it, but you can. 2 hands here. Back foot up, dropping down. We're gonna go for 10. Okay? Nice and slow down. Woo. Nice and slow down, fast. Burpees. 5. Let's get a rotation. Rotate facing the screen the entire time. So always rotating towards the screen. Let's go. Chest down, up, rotation. I don't have space for this way, so last one. Resisted marches. 5. Where's my elastic? Where's my elastic? Grab the elastic around the bottom of your foot. Here, like that. Standing on it. Stride. 5 per side. Keep your core nice and stable. Driving. Good, solid, controlled sprint mechanics. Notice my back doesn't change position. My knee drives up and I hold it. Knee drives up and I hold it. That's it. We're done all 5. We're working our way back down. 1 minute rest. Whew. Had to save those burpees for the end. Okay, we're going here. We're starting with the single leg deadlift. first exercise is gone now. Ready? Let's go for 10. Here you go. Okay. Side planking separations. Let's go. Ooh. Just see what that was about. Here we go. Up. Let's separate. You should be feeling it in the hips. Likewise, in the core too. Switch sides here. Hang in there. I'm not talking to you guys, I'm talking to myself. You'll notice I'm struggling a little bit on my left. Just that fatigue from holding up and trying to lift at the same time. Here we go. Oh, keep it on side plank. Ready? Let's go. Side plank up. 20 seconds here. Might be one bead of sweat coming down. Forward, pack shoulders, nice tight neck. 2, 1, switch it over. Let's go. Trying to stabilize as best we can. Good. Up. Next one here, single leg drops. That was the last one, side plank. We're up to single leg drops here. On this one, what we're gonna do, we'll go bad leg only. So if your weak leg is your left leg, go with the left leg only. If your right leg's your weak leg, go right leg only. Let's try to catch up some of that, make up some ground. Well, that difference, everyone here has a bad leg or a weaker leg they ought not to push with. Very common amongst athletes. All right, let's jump it. Nice and high. That's 4. Last one here. Be there in a second. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, sorry. Some people want to join there. What's going on there? Alright. Jumps. Roll up the ball. Roll out, plank the ball. Alright. Let's go. 10 seconds here, and we're on. Back and out. Back and out. Oh, goblet squat. Let's go here. Goblet squat. Elastic on. You can tell that workout's getting to me.